What's up, you guys? It's Caleb, and we're back with part 3 of taking your song on stage Ableton tutorial. So today we're going to talk about follow action as well as launch tempo. So first things first, when you chop up your song like we did, here's the arrangement view. We went along and picked out each section and split it up. Then we copied and pasted into the session view. Next step is to label your track all the way down so that you can kind of read along while your song's playing. So intro, hook, verse. This is going to be like the pre-hook. The next thing is the hook, then the verse, then like a breakdown. Then what's this one? We can feel the sun. Hook. And then if you press tab, like if you're renaming this and you just tab, you can tab down and it'll automatically highlight the next scene for renaming. So this is an outro. So cool. Now we can see, and if you want to, what I like to do sometimes, insert a scene, rename it till we see the sun, and then color it yellow or whatever. So when I'm on my APC 40, I could see like that's the next track, and this is how it's going to run. Okay, next step is to edit the launch tempo, because as you build your master set, your master session or whatever, you're going to have tons of songs in a big long line going all the way down, and each one of those is going to launch at a different tempo. So you want to make sure that you're not going to have to manually change the tempo on the fly on stage. You want to make sure that whenever you launch a new song, it's at the proper tempo. How you do that is you right click along here, and you go to edit launch tempo. And for this track, we're still in this, in this session, so we can see right here it's 137. And what you need to do then is go along and actually do that to every single scene. Make sure that the scenes are all set up to launch at the right tempo. This is a cool trick because, whoops, my bad. It's a cool trick because for a minute I didn't know how to do this, and I would just manually change the tempo, and it gets kind of crazy when you're on stage to do that. So this is a really handy tool. You can go from 137 to anything else in one click. Last one, sorry it's taking me so long. Cool. So slowly but surely we're setting this song up. Alright, so now no matter what, okay, another thing I want to mention, for me personally, I don't like these to launch on, okay, my launch quantization basically, I don't like them to wait at all because I'm a drummer. So when I hit something, I want to be able to reach out and launch a clip right with my drum hit. So I actually set this to none, and that can get some people in trouble because you can get off your click or whatever. But the way I set it up, that doesn't happen. I need it to be launchable, just on the fly. I need it to be like very tactile with my other, because I'm playing drums. So okay, so we set the launch tempo. I set this to none. You can set it to whatever you want. The next thing is to do something called follow action. And what this does is, if you're gonna just leave your computer alone or your APC 40 alone and play, you want to make sure that the song's gonna play in order from start to finish. And so some people might ask, why don't you just put like the WAV file of the instrumental in there and just let it play? And the answer to that for me is sometimes there's surprises on stage. Sometimes we want to extend a section out, or we want to do an extra verse. I want to be able to have access to any of these sections at any given time. So if I need to keep launching the breakdown and let someone solo, or someone's going to jump up and do a verse, I need to launch another verse, I need to have that freedom to launch anywhere in the song at any time. So, but if the song runs from start to finish without any changes, I also want that to be able to happen. And how I make that work is with follow action. So for this situation, we're going to highlight all four of these clips in this scene. We're going to look at how many bars they are, how many measures. I'm a drummer and I still don't know that. So it looks like it's 17. So in follow action, what we're going to do, we're going to click this little L right here. And down here in the follow action section, we're going to type in the number of measures it is. And we're going to tell it after 17 to go to the next scene down. So when we hit this, it should play and then launch the next scene. Success. So we went from that to that. It just played it by itself. The next set of clips, or the next scene of clips, is, I believe, 8. Yep. So in this one, we were highlighting all 4 of those. We're going to go down to follow action, put in 8, and tell it to go to the next scene. Let's launch it and test it. Cool. So that is the end of this tutorial. Basically figured out how to launch tempo, how to control the launch tempo, how to control the follow action of the clips, and what else? Also, how to set this to any setting you want. For me, it's none. So yeah, I helped you guys figure this out. If you have questions, just leave comments, and I hope to see you again soon. Peace and blessings.